So let's get started. The first thing for Facebook settings for success is you want your Facebook to be public. And here's the reason why. So you want to get as much reach as possible. So if you make a post, you want the most people to see it, right? And if your Facebook is not fully public, it's like you having a grand opening of a brand new Walmart, but having a big sign out front that says friends and family only. You're not going to make very much money if you are only promoting to friends and family. They can tend to be the toughest, right? So you want to have your Facebook public so that when you make your posts, everyone can see them. Now, here's the reason why you don't want to make specific posts public only. Because you want to build a connection with your people. You want to build a relationship with your people. So if someone is following you, or if you friend, and the first thing they do is go look at your Facebook, and all they see is coffee posts or advertising, because that's the only thing you've put public, they're not going to accept your friend requests. And they're not going to want to continue to follow you because it looks like you're just trying to sell them something, right? So ideally, if your whole Facebook is sharing your life, you're sharing your hobbies, people are actually getting to know you so that they can know, like, and trust you and want to buy from you. Now, I get the comments, oh my goodness, isn't that dangerous if people see me? Well, the way I look at it is, when you go to Walmart with your kids or your spouse or whoever, do you wear paper bags on top of your head? No. You're in public all the time. You're in public all the time. It's no different on Facebook. Sure, someone clear across the globe might be able to send you a message. If you don't like it, block it. Block them. They're not flying clear across the globe to see where you live, right? So share your life, share your lifestyle, share your journey. That's how I got started here. I started by spending an hour before I went to work, doing the algorithm shuffle, sharing a post. And then at night I would come home from work and I would spend an hour responding to the people on the post, connecting with people, and I would go live and share some tips and tricks and value and things like that on my Facebook. That's how I built this entire business. But if you're not public, you are limiting yourself. You're putting a ceiling on how much money you can make. And if we want to help you get to bronze or help you get to the next rank, you're going to need to do some things that step you out of your comfort zone. Because if you're comfortable, you're not growing. Growth comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay? All right. So, public. So how you go public is you're going to go to your Facebook like this. Okay? You're going to go to your menu and go to here. All right? Then you're going to go down here and you're going to click on settings and privacy. You're going to click on settings and you're going to go down to posts. You're going to click on posts and you're going to make sure who can see your future posts says public and who can see your future reels says public. Then you're going to go back and you're going to click on stories right underneath here. And you're going to make sure that your stories privacy is public. Okay. Then you're going to go to profile and tagging. Who can post on my profile needs to say only me. You want to make sure you're the only one that's posting on your Facebook. Facebook wants you to be original and post your own stuff. You don't want other people posting to your Facebook. They can post to their own Facebook. So make sure that says only me. Who can see what others post on your profile? Only me. Allow others to share your posts to their stories. You want that on. You want stuff, but you don't want to share anybody else's stuff to your Facebook, okay? Because the idea is you want to keep people on your Facebook page, on your Facebook feed, as long as possible. That shows Facebook that you are liked and that you're building relationships and people like what you're posting. If you share something to your Facebook from a group or someone else's Facebook, click on it to see it, it takes them right off your Facebook. And if they comment on the other person's Facebook or other person's group. It's the opposite of what you want. So don't share anything to your Facebook. If you like something that somebody posted or a graphic or something, just save it, post it to your Facebook, and then you can credit the person at the bottom if you want. If it's a graphic, ideally you're going to want to post your own picture and then put the words of the graphic above your picture and post it. No sharing, post, okay? So tagging, who can see post you're tagged in on your profile? Only me, okay? Oops. When you're tagged in a post, who do you want to add to the audience of the post if they can't already see it? Only me. And then reviewing, you want reviewing on. So that means if somebody does tag you, you want to review the tag. The reason why you want that on is because you still want to love people who are tagging you and who are, giving you love. You still want to love on them. So if tagging is on, when they tag you, you're going to get a notification and it's going to ask you if you want to share it to your Facebook. So you're going to get the notification. You're going to love on the post. Thank you so much, or whatever you're going to say on the post. So still show them love, but do not allow it to post to your Facebook. So you're going to decline it. You're still going to get notifications from the post because you've commented on it. You still love on it, but don't allow it to post to your feed. Your feed needs to stay original. Okay. Then go to followers and public content. Okay. Who can follow me? Public. Who can see your followers? Only me. Public post comments, very important. This is why sometimes you'll share a post and you'll post something and you'll say, well, it's public, it has the world symbol, but people still can't comment on it. It's because of this one here. Public post comments needs to show, needs to be public. Okay? Public post notifications, everyone, and public profile info, public. So those are the settings that you want to have your profile public. You can't just do each individual post because you'll forget, or you're going to end up only posting coffee stuff and then it just looks spammy. It doesn't look professional at all. So make your entire profile public, okay? You do not want a separate profile. If you do a separate profile and you're not sharing your life and your hobbies and things like that, again, it looks just spammy. People don't want to see that. If we want to see advertisements, we would have cable and we wouldn't watch Netflix. We watch Netflix because we don't like advertisements. So do not spammy advertising all over your Facebook. It doesn't look good and it's going to become white noise. People are going to start tuning it out. You're not going to get any comments and you're not going to get any people friend requesting you. Okay. So start by making sure that your Facebook is public. Okay. Then you're going to go to your profile and you're going to take a look at your profile. And to do that, you go to menu and you click up here, see your profile. So when you look at your profile, you want to make sure that you have a nice face picture. Only you, nobody else in the picture, just you, so that the person knows who they're looking at. It could say Melissa, but I could have a picture of me and my daughter. They don't know if my daughter's Melissa or if I'm Melissa. And we're trying to make a quick connection with people because we literally have 3 seconds for them to decide if they want to be our friend or not. Okay. So a clean face photo only you. Ideally, they can see the whites of your eyes so that if you comment in groups or if they go to find you on another platform, they can recognize you just by your photo. Okay. Your banner photo, you want to have it nice and clean. You don't want it to be too busy. Okay. It's hard for people to focus. It's too much. So nice and clean. You can put, things that you love. You can put a water photo. This is where you can put a picture of your family if you want. Your banner photo is things that you love, something that you stand for, that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, once you have a banner and a photo that you like, you don't want to change it often, because if you change it often, people forget who you were. People mostly remember you by your face, not by your name. Okay, so once you have a picture, keep the same picture on all your platforms and don't change it all the time. I tend to change mine with the seasons, so I'll change mine maybe 3 times a year. That's it. Then you want to have your bio. Now, to get your bio, you just click on these 3 dots right here. Okay, and you click Edit Profile right here. So this is where you can put your picture in here, you can change your banner, and then here is where you can edit to have a profile or a bio. So a bio, you want to show people what you can help them with, what you can provide to them. Because when they look at your Facebook, it's, why do I like this person? Why do I want to stay on this Facebook? So for me, it's helping to end the cycle of abuse. Because people leave abusive situations like I did with my home situation and then with my ex after 17 years. And then we tend to continue that vicious cycle of abuse from within us. We say bad things about ourselves that we wouldn't say to other people. So I want to help people end that. I want to help empower people to love themselves again. And that can be hard after abuse. So that's what I stand for. And self-love and confidence. And I'm a mother of daughters. I have 4 daughters. So this is what's in my bio. It's a quick little, look and see what this person is doing for people. So then my details. This is really, really important. You don't want to have your business link in here because again, it's advertising, okay? So I've created a name for my business called Elevate Yourself. And that's why you see that the group is called Team Elevate Yourself and the chat is called Team Elevate Yourself, because I've chosen Elevate Yourself as my business name because I'm running a business. I'm not the company. I'm not the Happy Co. This is my own business. So I've named it Elevate Yourself. So I'm the owner and CEO at Elevate Yourself. I own this business. This is my business, my own company. So then I take it more seriously. Right? I'm not working for anybody. This is my business. So don't put works at the Happy Co. You don't work at the Happy Co. You don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks with benefits from corporate. You're not paid an hourly wage or a salary. You do not work for the Happy Co. You run your own business. The Happy Co is the distributor, the epicenter of where you get your products, and they do the customer service for us and they do all these things for us, but it's our own business. We're accountable for our own business. Okay. So don't put here that you work at the Happy Co. Don't put your Happy Co links in here. So what I have in here is, like I said, owner and CEO at Elevate Yourself. And then I have a LinkedIn link. I don't see it right now, but I thought I had it in there. My LinkedIn link, books. It says follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. It gives them links to follow me on other pages, but it's not a product link where they can click and order product directly from here. You don't want that. And for a couple of reasons you don't want it, because sometimes they'll click on your link. They haven't talked to you about it. They don't have any information on the product. You haven't sold them on the value or the hope or the solutions. And they just look and they're like, oh, that's too much. And you've already lost them. They won't even ask you a question. Or they'll see that it's the Happy Co. They'll start Googling the Happy Co. They'll find something they like and then somebody else's link will pop up in there and they'll end up ordering from somebody else. And you'll lose a customer you didn't even know that you could have had. So I don't recommend putting direct links in here, okay? Then I've got my featured photos. So I love gardening. So I have a greenhouse featured photo that has tons of my gardening and plants and stuff in it. Then I have my featured photos here, which is me and my husband, my kids, it's more family, okay? Oh, here it is. That's my Linktree link. And again, you'll see elevate yourself everywhere, okay? That's my Linktree link. And then I also have my link to Instagram, which also you'll see is elevate yourself. All of my stuff is elevate yourself. And so if they click here, it'll take them directly to my Instagram, okay? So that's the first thing that you want to do is clean up this. Make sure it's presentable. Because if somebody goes here and they see your Facebook and they're like, oh, she looks nice and I love what she stands for. You know, I came from abuse and I would love some help with that. You know, they're going to see that they can follow me on Instagram. They're going to see that I love plants. They're going to see my family. Now, another thing that I don't recommend doing, because you only have a few seconds to gain people's interest, right? But if within those few seconds they look and it's like a picture of 3 people, they don't know who it is, there's no bio, so they have no idea what you stand for. And then all of a sudden there's 300 of these little buttons with all the hobbies that you like. There's a million things. That's super overwhelming. Nobody's going to even take the time to read all that. You're better off, instead of putting 300 buttons, biking, traveling, all these things, you're better off not having any of those buttons so that people don't prejudge, don't have any of those buttons, but make posts about your hobbies. Make posts about where you've traveled. Make posts about the biking. Anybody can put 300 hobbies out there. It doesn't mean that it's true that they're actually doing it. But if you post about it, and you post about your trip, and you post about your biking, and you post about, people can see it. They can follow your journey. And they connect with you based off of you posting about yourself. So personally, I'm not a fan of all those buttons. I'd rather you post about yourself. Don't try and take shortcuts, because those shortcuts can sometimes shoot you in the foot. Because if somebody's looking at all these things, one, they're going to be like, whatever, nobody has 30,000 hobbies. Nobody got time for that. Or they're looking at all these things and maybe they relate with one, but they don't really like all the rest. And then they don't friend you. Because that's the first stuff they see. You want to make it nice and clean, and you want to make it so they can quick get to your first couple posts so they can see about you. Okay, so I recommend not having all those buttons. Now, your posts. So when we get to your posts, look at my posts. Okay, me, I just posted this one an hour ago. Okay, me, post about me, post about a struggle with moving, and I talk about the happy caps. Okay. This is a shelf my husband bought me. Super simple. Posted about the shelf. Where should I put it? I'm going to fill it up with Ray Dunn. Okay. Next, I'm curled up, enjoying my happy coffee. A little bit about the business. But it's not spammy. It's not nothing. Here, congratulations. Tracy won the Hunter boots for last month's incentive. Here, my daughter's birthday. Here's the bowling equipment my husband picked up. Here's me talking about the new house and about my coffee. Have you seen anywhere in here this, buy this, free, buy one, get one free? You will not find that on my Facebook anywhere. If you post this, people will instantly be Google warriors. They're going to Google this. They're going to stumble on somebody else's link. They haven't connected with you. They don't even know that you get paid off of each one that you sell. So they Google it. They end up randomly on somebody's link. and they order it through their link instead, and you lose the sale. It's not that we don't want to share our products, we do, but it's that people always end up Googling. And then 2 months down the road, they're going to message you and say, oh, I've been using these products. And and you're thinking, I haven't seen an order from you. It's because they Googled it. And somebody who's paying ridiculous money for Google ads pops up and they order from them. So don't post the products all over your Facebook. I talk about the coffee, drinking my coffee. I talk about the business, usually with my own photo with my setup, but everything's packed in my house. So I use the photo from the Over app. But I talked about snuggling up with my coffee and working my business, right? But there's nothing on here that's spammy. Nobody can Google anything. Nobody can anything. Here I'm talking about the Mexico trip. Here I'm talking about the curls in my hair. There's no, like, here again, I'm talking about the coffee, but I'm using a coffee mug, not the product specific, right? So when it comes to posts, you don't want to post products, like the actual products, okay? You can post something like this. There's no name on here. This will create curiosity. But the full-on bottle with the name and stuff, that doesn't create curiosity. That creates Google warriors, okay? So you don't want to post business or product all over your Facebook, okay? You don't want to share things to your Facebook because that takes people off your Facebook. You don't want to post links because links get shadow banned by Facebook. Facebook is to build relationships. If you want to advertise your business, they want you to pay for ads. That's normal. They've given us the Facebook platform for free. We're all on Facebook for free. We're all building relationships for free. I'm going to show you how to get around all of that, not have to pay for Facebook ads, and still have success. And that's by sharing your life. That's by sharing your journey. That's by sharing your experience with the products. That's by sharing your team's experience with the products, your customers' experience with the products. But for the most part, just posting about your life and your journey. My business and these products are my life and my journey. They've done so much for me and so much for my family that I just talk about them. I'm not weird about it. I just talk about them, just like a normal person. You don't have to advertise and push product. This isn't typical sales. This is sharing your journey and sharing your experience to be a part of that, and also have a solution to some struggles that they're having. And it's us helping them and making an impact in the world by showing them that there's a way. Okay, so when you post on your Facebook, you're going to post, 1 to 2 times a day. Be consistent. If you post twice a day, always post twice a day. If you post once a day, always post once a day. I wouldn't post more than 3 times a day. The ideal number is twice a day. And you want to make sure it's 4 hours apart. Otherwise, they're competing with each other. Facebook's going to say, okay, which one do we show people? Because we're not showing them both. Like, we're too busy. There's 100,000 posts going on every few minutes, right? In 4 hours, they're only going to let people see one. If you post with a link on it, they're going to shut it down altogether and nobody's going to see it. It's not that people don't want to see your stuff. It's that they're not seeing it because you're breaking all the rules. Facebook says, well, if she's going to post a link, we're just going to shut it down, and that maybe eventually she'll buy ads. Don't post links, have conversations, create relationships. All you need to do is make a post that creates somebody to ask what it is. That's all you need to do. That's all your Facebook is for. Your Facebook is to create the curiosity. Wait, what is that? Wait, what's a yellow cap? Wait, what's dose? Then you're going to funnel the people that are asking what it is into your Messenger. Business is always in Messenger, never on Facebook. Because if somebody makes a comment on your curiosity post on Facebook, and then you go underneath their comment to reply to them, and you give away all the details, you've just destroyed that entire curiosity post. Because the first thing people do when there's a post is they check the comments. So if they go to comment and ask what it is, and they see that you gave somebody all the information already, they're just going to read that, and then they're going to become Google warriors. They're not even going to bother commenting on it because you just gave away the goods. Less is more. Less is more. Make sure you're replying to every person that comments on your post, even team, okay? Show the appreciation for the love, because all comments and all likes help you. Okay. And because every single time you respond to a comment, Facebook blasts it out to more people to see it. Every time you respond to the comment, it looks like a conversation, a relationship, and they show it to more people. People like your stuff, they show it to more people. So always respond to each and every one of your comments, but respond with something nice, something supportive, and just say, hey, I'm going to shoot you a message and send you some information. Then you get in the messenger box. That's where you have your conversation. I have scripts in this team group I think it's called featured now, used to be called announcements. I have an entire script on how to even walk through a sale with somebody from beginning to end. Hey, have you heard of Dose? No, I haven't. This is what Dose does. What kind of solutions are you looking for? Just have a conversation. Get them in the customer group, the Happy Co experience. That group will do the most work for you. It's got everything they need in there, third-party validation, customer testimonials, and albums full of all of the information and ingredients and everything that they need, okay? So you don't have to know everything to do this. You don't have to know anything except for how this product makes you feel. And that's what you share, because people will never remember what you say. People will always remember how you make them feel. So make them feel. Share with your heart. And that's where success is made.